I want to take another question. There's a gentleman in the red shirt back there. He's had his hand up for a while. Come up to the microphone.
My question's for Deepak and the bishop. Now, you stated before that all belief is a cover-up for insecurity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is why many of them out of place. They're just plain simple different. There is no label to it. It's not ADD or ADHD. It's just a different vibrational, energetical type of a person. The whole notion of indigos, the whole idea is pretty much to change the way of the world in every aspect.
And what are you here to do differently?
My spiritual journey to help people to bring the change individually as well as on a group level through spiritual awakening, conscious awakening, and change all the patterns you acquired one lifetime after another.
I mean, could you perhaps read my past lives?
I will need to shut my eyes for a moment to give you an answer for that, all of that.
Edward didn't seem to be getting any information about my past life. Was that the psychic's protective boredom threshold kicking in? Even I wasn't sure.
So it's very interesting. First of all, I am not getting any information about your past life, but still some information came through that I was told to relate to you.
Okay.
And that information actually, first of all, you are an indigo yourself. You are an indigo.
I am an indigo.
Yourself, first of all. Second of all, what? It is so. Find your core. Find what moves you and makes your soul and your heart sing, and do that. You will be able to bring a lot of changes and beauty to this world in your own way.
Okay. Well, and on that I-bomb bombshell, this is Gavin Haynes, Indigo, signing off with Edward Tarashansky, Indigo-ish.
What the fuck?
Sitting in the dentist chair, having tuning forks waved around me, felt very luxurious. It was a bit like when I was a kid and they had calming pictures of Donald Duck on the ceiling at the dentist.
It's over. How are you?
Just kind of tripping balls there.
I bet.
The one or the mind that was in Jesus, what? That mind is in me? You'll have to decide that for yourself. I must admit that I am here again, that I'm here saying exactly the same thing that I said then. Well, I know what I just said. I said that I am the return of the Son of my Father.
It's time to stop!
You've heard of Dr. Fred Bell? Yeah. I'll tell you that story. So we're here, and he died maybe a few weeks before, I think, before the expo. Is that pretty much correct, if you remember? So somebody said, Ron, what do you think happened to him? So I go, well, let me check. I go, well, his clone got killed. That was up here. But his real body was down below in an underground facility. And he was working with two Palladian ships. And somehow some other alien race came and terminated them, the aliens. And I think there was maybe between 50 to 100 of them on the two ships total, okay? And they had him like strapped to a table. He was still living, and they're going to do experiments on him. And he was trying to do some type of new invention or something. So that's the scenario. So I took him up to the light ship to quarantine, got rid of the aliens, I terminated them. Well, anything that causes harm to humans, they're zapped, they're gone, no longer. They do have a chance to come into the light. If they don't want to do that, they're gone. And so I'm going up to a person's house in Yucca Valley there, right? And you go up this long road. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it seems like a big road for like 10 minutes, right? And all of a sudden I look up on the left side, I see like a Billy Meyer ship. that materialized for about 5 seconds. And they said, thank you, because I rematerialized their crew and fixed their ship. And they were all living, and they just wanted to come and reappear and say thank you. That's kind of neat. So that's what happened, with him and my experience with this area, but things are kind of strange out there.
Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents?
Have you ever looked up at the night sky and seen the beautiful stars in outer space, and the magnificent celestial arch that is the Milky Way? Chances are, if you live in a big metropolitan city, smog pollution and light pollution have prevented you from being able to behold one of nature's most captivating sights. It's breathtaking. It's spellbinding. It's enchanting. It's entrancing. You can't take your eyes off of me. And if you look closely, you can see the form of a woman, the sky goddess, the star goddess, the celestial goddess, known to the ancient Egyptians as Nut. I am alluring. Worship me. I am enticing. Study me. I am attractive, tempting, and inviting. Come to me. Ascend to heaven. Come to me. Build a celestial bark, a stellar boat, a spaceship, erect a rocket, and blast off. Come to me. Burst into the sky. Come to Nut. I swallow the sun at sunset, and give birth to the sun at sunrise.
Wow!
You can also cleanse your crystals by allowing them to bathe in salt water for a while. If possible, use sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. If you live near the ocean, you can also let them bathe in the ocean itself. You can also sage your crystals, which is very beneficial for cleansing them and keeping them happy. Letting them sit in brown rice for 24 hours centers and grounds the crystals and balances their male and female energies. When you first get your crystals, whether it's through a gift or you dig it up yourself or bought in a store, it's usually important that you dedicate your crystals. This can be done by holding onto it and consciously intend that the crystal only be used for love, light, and the goodness of all. Your chakra system picks up frequencies throughout your whole body, through high frequencies and low frequencies. Most crystals will give off an energy which will resonate to at least one chakra, if not more, which makes them excellent tools for aligning your energy body. I have done this many times, and I can always feel the difference. And from the people I've talked to who have done this as well, most people do. In my experiences, this rejuvenated water is smoother and cleaner than it is when you first pour it. So putting crystals into your drinking water is a very good way of keeping your body hydrated with some living, healthy water.
I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
Wands are solid pieces that have been carved or smoothed into a wand shape, and sometimes have metal, wood, or other materials attached to it to design the wand. Wands are excellent for directing energy and healing work or making crystal grids.
Wow!
2 decades ago, that man was known as Sergei Antoilovich Torov, a 29-year-old patrol officer who suddenly had a revelation that his was the word of God. Conveniently, this realization happened right around the time the Soviet Union, a self-proclaimed nation of atheists, began to crumble and religion became an acceptable topic of discussion in Russia. He soon began writing the Last Testament, a 12-volume follow-up of sorts to the New Testament, which details the religion's major tenets and provides answers to some of life's most mundane questions, such as which brand of detergent you should use. Labeled a dangerous cult by some, it has been reported that Vissarion and his followers believe in aliens, think suicide is A-OK, and believe that the end of the world is imminent.
Внеземной мир не имеет духовной ткани. Поэтому научно-технический прогресс для них – это естественная форма развития. Пик развития человеческой цивилизации и момент судьбоносного выбора перед человеком должен был совпасть с моментом изменения геофизической всей структуры Земли.
Okay? No more!
How about food? What's your favorite dish to eat? Or...
Мне сложно так будет что-то такое рассказать, понятное.